So after all the situation that's already occurred and that's already happened, I would like to promote peace. And I get it that you're angry. I get it that you're mad, and that's good. You want to share your thoughts, but let's not be so impulsive, and let's transform and transmute the negative energy that we have and turn it into something more positive, and use that positivity in your platform to make that positive outcome that we would like to see it to fruition, right? We want it to happen. We gotta make that happen. So um, let's start. My name is Paññā, and it means hello in Khmer. So there's no change outside that can occur without the change to make from the inward work, the inside job. That's what we need to change. We want to change that while out there. We must start from the change in the world of our world in here, so the wild out there, right, can be tamed in our world on our planet Earth, because she deserved better than this. We've been living here, walking on her since time immemorial. So let's make a change. Let's make a new now. So with everything that's happening right now on this planet, with the protests, right, with the which lead to riots, and that arrogant action that most people took, and which lead us receiving texts for curfew. The fuck? Curfew? That's ridiculous. We're not having that. It's not gonna happen. So when I received a text that day, as you may notice, I run, observed outcome, and see the conditions. Is there any changes according to how I perceive things for suitable solution to make changes? The lockdown from the COVID-19 that leads to economic crisis, make millions of Americans unemployed, and then there's this Black Tuesday, which just happened just yesterday, right? I don't fully grasp it, but however, I understand it's simply sympathetically that why are we doing that, but that way, the way of doing that, the blackout in silence, is as if we have no conscience to make a difference after the rise, and the instigator out there that's setting up the looting and making the breaking buildings, breaking windows, shattering glasses. How can it happen if the protester didn't carry any weapons, right? Or any blocks of bricks to make damages? So this controversy, there's a lot of shit behind that shit that had happening right now. Well, it's still going on. It's still propelling, and I hope it could stop soon. Now, all colors, including African American, Mexican, Asians, and please white, we love you. So actually, it doesn't even matter about the color. It's all about the individuality. And with this, what I want to say is that we can make the change happen with the inner work, because we're spiritual beings, and taking this temporary body that we're in, right? We are spiritual beings having a temporary human experience, right? So this message is pertaining to the massive disaster that brought the dark surface to the light, which is wonderful, which is amazing in and of itself. It's like a disaster in disguise, in other words. So what I'm saying here is that we need to wake up from this mess that we are in, being stared into the abomination. We need to take ourselves from the frictions and we need unification to unify and honor the life, because all life matters, not just black, not just, it's all life matters. That's also including animals, and this matter is also animals as well too. So we need to honor that, you know what I'm saying? It's because all lives matter, and the inhuman act from the policeman, that's disturbing. That's an uneducated person who wearing uniform of a policeman. It's like a monkey wearing uniform, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy act is disturbing. It's because he have the outfit on. It's because he have better grades. Does not mean he's better or superior. You know what I mean? So that started off when we're in school grades. Those who have a better grades, those who have low grades. It's just distinct the difference between us, making us feel inadequate or adequate. And that's just wrong shit. That's why the school system failed, right? So obviously his mind's not right inside a setting that he has his knee on an unarmed black man. He had his feet on his neck. That's despicable and inhuman. However, we must have compassion for he knows not. Of course, we cannot forget it, but we need to forgive. I think that what George Floyd won for us as well too. Forgive but not forgotten. George Floyd, you are not forgotten. Respect needs to be teach in school, because again, the school system failed. Right? We need to, because what I learned in school is about nationality, right? That we learn in school, the differences, the kings and stuff like that. It need to change. We live in a new era now that we could progress as a human being to be a better human being. We gotta be human. That's what they call human being. Otherwise, we're just like animals. And so we got our intellectual, our intelligence, right? Obviously, as you heard me mention before, we are intelligent being, that we distinct ourselves differently from the animals because we are that intelligent, because we got the brain to use it. So use our brain to a full capacity. Now, like everything else in the sun, the truth will arisen, just like the moon. Nothing could lies in the dark forever. It will rise above all else. That's what we want. That's what we need. We need to unify ourselves. We need it to rise to the surface. And we're doing that as a collective. We're doing it, and we need more of that. We got to use our voice. So, as it reveals itself already by itself, by nature, it reveals itself, it will surface, right? Because it must shine through the darkness. We, the collective consciousness we have within ourself, we all connected. As we can see from the sky, it reciprocates with us. As you can see, the changes as it fluctuates so quickly, drastically, because of our emotion. The earth, the sun, the moon, the world, all of us, we're all interconnected, even though we're not one. It's all intertwined, right? So, what do you want to do? We are one. Unity is universal. We can decide to come together. Connections. Once that happen, we are moving forward with love, equanimity, with open heart, clear mind, with positivities, with energies that is illuminating, positive for the revolution with our true power, which is evolutions. So what happened? What happened is there certain things that get programmed in us when we were young, not knowing it, right? But as we being more aware of it, we can make that change. When we were young, it didn't allow us to be more open to certain things. But now that we are aware of it, we can see that millions of people sharing the Black Tuesday, right? I want to encourage you to question some of this reaction that we initially partake. Go into it and realize that what is really going on. We got to use our discernment, right? I'd love to see more of you to speak the truth. You, African American, you, Asian, you, Hispanic, you, whatever color you are, please take that stance, and we got to be bold right now. And let's share our thought positively, though. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't need any more than the negative. So it's already there. It's already there. We got to be more right. Let's go to the right fork. Let's go to the North Star. Let's do it right and do it right now. And I'm grateful that I seen in the media we police hugging civilians and us people hugging the cops. That shows something. What does that indicate? It's indicate that we are all one. We are all the same. There's no separation. The separations is an illusion. Separation because it's ignorance. And again, it's an illusion. By nature, we are one. We are equality. That being said, unified need to be established. So the dream of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. would live on long after his death. That's what we want. That's what we want to carry on. That is the metamorphosis, right? This is not metaphorically speaking, as well it is as well too. But we're talking about to make the change, you must be the change you want to see in the world. That's why the inner work is imperative. You want to see the outside world change, you got to change the inside world to tame our self, right? So live it, love it, laugh, and learn, and be legendary. Live your truth authentically. Thank you.